What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today's reaction video is scammers caught in the act. A bit of justice in this one.
I quite like these ones.
I've
never seen a video, but I like watching it on like scrolling through Facebook. There's little short videos come up. I love watching people
and someone's just being mugged off and caught out.
I love getting them caught out.
I think before we go into this one, we will say there probably will be some fake ones in here. I think I'm expecting that. I will mute Discord as well. But I don't know how many's going to be fake. I don't know how many's going to be real. But it's nice to see somebody who is scamming, because scamming is not a good thing. Yeah, I look a bit distracted here. There we go.
And even better when they get caught.
It's like, yeah, because I'm pretty sure scammers make a lot of money. Like hundreds of thousands, which is absolutely mental, and
it's crazy.
It should not be happening. But yeah, let's get straight into this one. Smash the like button if you enjoy this kind of content. Smash the like button if you want all scammers to be caught. That's what we want, isn't it?
Yes, if you want them to be caught, then I don't know. If this video gets 15k views and only two of you with 2,000 likes, and some of you moving mad at
I thought you were going to say 15k likes. I was like,
well, technically speaking, it should get, if you're decent people, as many likes as it gets views.
3k likes. Let's get 3k likes.
No, let's get 5k.
Let's get 5k.
To stop scamming.
It may take a long time, but to stop scamming, to end world scamming.
Yeah, I mean it won't, but yeah, we're going to say it will. It will.
But you'll never know unless you try. And if you guys haven't tried, we're disappointed, because we want to stop scamming.
Imagine if we wake up tomorrow with like 15k likes.
But technically, aren't we scamming these guys now?
How are we scamming them?
Because we're telling them they'll get something and then they won't.
No, I didn't. You did.
Yeah, we're saying it may happen.
You won't stop scamming, but just like it anyway to be a good person.
Yeah, there's a possibility.
Anyway, let's crack on with the video.
Let's crack on with it. We've got scammers caught in the act. What we got?
Scamming is a multi-billion-dollar criminal industry. Most of these scammers operate within the shadows and try and be very stealthy, either behind a computer screen or using fake identities. But some scammers are less smart and do things out in the open. This can sometimes lead to them being caught on camera and arrested. Here are some scammers who were caught on camera trying to get money from their victims.
Oh, that's brutal.
But thankfully all of these scammers failed, were recorded, and some were even arrested. Chinese insurance scammer. Ever wondered why dash cams are so popular nowadays? They're most popular in countries such as Russia and China. That's because of the very high rates of insurance scams in those countries. It's incredible how brazen some of these scammers really are. What they do is pretend that they've been hit by you driving your car. They then try and extort money from you. They either simply ask you for some money there and then so that they go away and stop bothering you, or they get insurance companies involved and try and get a big payout. This happens so much in certain countries, it's led to everyone having to buy dash cams. An example of one of these scammers was caught one day in China. A man was driving through a very narrow street. That's when a woman walks out in front of his car and lays down in the road. She does this to pretend the driver hit her with his car. These scams...
It's really awkward though on the camera.
It's so awkward.
She just looks weird.
But the car was nowhere near.
I know, but like if you don't have a camera...
True.
No. But then because the lady could just say, well, he reversed back.
Yeah, potentially, but...
it's all mental. Those people watching.
I know, innit? Maybe they were in on the act.
And also her with no visible...
Like,
she's not gonna have you'd have a broken leg, no? Or something?
Yeah, it is strange.
But some people will test their luck.
They do the ones like on the motorway in England where... I've seen it before where like two cars get either side, and one in front, one behind, and they don't smash it, but it just means you can't go anywhere, and then the front one breaks. So
you have
you go into a back.
I'm sure that happened to somebody that we know in England on a roundabout, didn't it? I'm sure on a roundabout they were like getting. I'm sure they were like getting squished in on the roundabout, and then eventually they were trying to do it so that you accidentally hit their car.
Yeah. I'm not sure what you're about, but it sounds reasonable enough.
It's so common people walk and drive past the woman. It's not even surprising to see this kind of thing happen on many Chinese roads.
Everyone else is looking.
The woman hopes the man will drive closer and honk his horn to make the scam more believable. She has no idea that his dash cam is recording the entire thing. She realizes that the man has caught onto her scam, so she gets up and charges at the man's car. She hits the man's car hood to try and make a dent. That way an insurance company may think that the man's vehicle struck the woman. The man reverses slowly as she does this. She purposely falls over one more time and then gets up and strikes the vehicle again. Motorbikers simply drive past because this is simply so common in China. Eventually the woman gives up and the man calls the police. But the worrying part is, if the man did not have a dash cam, then he likely would have been blamed. It just goes to show that maybe it's a good idea to have a dash cam just in case. Insurance scam gang. Sometimes car insurance scammers aren't pedestrians. Sometimes insurance scammers are also driving cars. Take this dashcam video from Russia. A man is driving along as normal when a silver car cuts him off. He veers left into another lane, suspecting that they're simply bad drivers. But then the silver car enters his lane. At this point, it's clear they're trying to cause a small crash. The silver car slows down so that the man's tires scrape on their car. They then pull their car over and various men get out. Having many scammers is a common tactic. That's because it's more intimidating to their victim. The driver tries to drive off, but the men block the road. However, the 5 men have no idea that their scam has been caught on camera. The men get ready to try and get the man's insurance details. That way they can claim money from their insurance company. But when the driver informs them that their scam has been caught on camera, the men instantly give up. They likely moved on to the next victim who did not have a dash cam and was not so lucky.
Yeah, it's just disgusting that they do that.
So wrong.
It is so wrong.
It could be like a little an old person or a new driver that doesn't know, they can't.
They might not be able to afford the insurance. That's going to bump the insurance up even more. They've got damage to their car then as well, which won't be paid for. It's awful, isn't it?
So wrong.
It is so wrong. And I don't know how they have the balls to do it. I wouldn't have the balls.
No,
I wouldn't be able to do it.
No.
I'll just be like...
I'd
just, like, do you have a whole getting out and confrontate? I'm like, nah, I can't do that.
You wouldn't even do that. You couldn't even do that. So somebody came in the back of our car, and I think we were the politest people ever.
Yeah. We felt bad,
we
but
like,
it was I knew it was their fault.
It was their fault, but
and we got the insurance details, but
confrontation.
Yeah, just I don't want confrontation. No dramas. Everyone to be happy.
He is a very drama-free person.
If you go to many cities in the United States, people may try to sell you their mixtapes. A lot of the time, these are good, honest, up-and-coming musicians trying to sell their music. But in some areas, for example, New York City's Times Square, there are many scammers.
That's where we
In this video, a man offers a tourist a free CD. He signs it and says he does not charge any money for his music. But as soon as he gives the tourist the CD, he then asks for money for the CD. He says this is like a donation instead of actual payment. But of course, it's really the same thing. After the man asks for money, the tourist says he's fine and does not want the album. But the scam artist then says that he will need something for the album.
Thank you, Ken. We don't sell it, Ken. We just ask for a donation for the record, Ken. Thank you. It doesn't matter what you have, Ken.
I'm sorry.
No, I autograph.
He has various friends around him, which makes this more intimidating. A lot of the time, tourists simply cough up some money so the guy will leave them alone. At one point, the guy says, "Give me a small tip. After all, my guys are around."
Thanks, man.
Yes, he has told you when he mentioned the guys as well. But, I mean, we did have this with the whole people trying to give us, and I would just like to don't take anything.
No,
just
we
keep
just kept walking.
walking.
Even if they say it in your face, we just kept walking.
So I'm alright, thanks, mate. Have a good day, and just kept walking. Just don't make eye contact is what my strategy were, and we were fine. But once you're in this conversation, it is easy just to give money over because, like you said, my boys with me. It's like,
definitely.
Especially if you're a foreigner.
Yeah, and I feel like I'm not being sexist here, but if you're young girls or whatever, seeing 4 guys,
masculine men and stuff,
and saying
that,
it's
100%. And shout out to this guy.
Naked Cowboy
in the background. We didn't actually see him, but we've heard about him, haven't we?
Guys, around.
I mean, I didn't want it.
You gotta come right here. Ken, you gotta come here and you gotta give me a tip.
I don't know about you, but to me that sounds pretty threatening. These mixtape scams are very common in New York. According to some, the man who filmed this was later doing a live stream in New York. That's when one of these CD hustlers stalked him and threatened the man. This video went viral on TikTok and YouTube, and some of the comments even said, "These guys are why I no longer go to New York." This is because it's a very bad problem in some parts of the city and also in other parts of the USA. If you ever encounter one of these scammers, make sure not to be intimidated. Simply say you do not speak English and do not want their album. Wiper Scammer. This is yet another insurance scammer in China, but this one scammer has a very different method. Instead of laying in the road or jumping on the vehicle, the scammer flags down this female driver. She slows down and the man begins leaning on her hood. He also grabs her window wiper for good measure. This means that she can't reverse, otherwise her wiper will break. The man is not shy to show what he
that makes
wants,
sense.
holding up a banknote. In this situation, he's not trying to get insurance money. He simply wants the driver to give him some easy cash. The man seems very relaxed, like he's having a normal conversation. But thankfully, the driver has seen this all before. She shouts, "Get off and get lost" at the man. After all, she is recording all of this on her dash cam.
已经坏了，已经坏了，已经坏了。
The man even seems like he's enjoying himself trying to scam this woman. Eventually he realizes that this woman is too stubborn to give him any money and fall for his scam, and he thumps the car's hood in anger. This just goes to show that you should stand up to scammers. They're trying to get money as easily as possible, and if you make it too difficult, they will simply give up and move on to the next person.
It's not wasting their time, is there?
No, but always depends on the situation. Don't always fight. Obviously depends on the situation, doesn't it?
Thing is, if you're recording, I would just keep driving. But when he puts the thing down, I just keep. And if he gets hurt, well, you got it on camera.
Yeah, but I don't know if the law would hold up to that. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I'm not a lawyer.
What? They got to wait for him to smash the window or something.
Yeah, but on the whole, yeah, I know what you mean. But I feel like if you accidentally killed him or something like that by driving,
well,
it's game over for you, isn't it? Yeah, I think the whole fight back depends on the situation, doesn't it? You don't want to put your life in danger.
Yeah.
But if it's one like that, I think you're okay to be quite stubborn. Because it's not escalated too much. But don't be scamming, guys. You haven't even said it. Don't be scamming.
Lock your car doors.
Lock your car doors.
What's he going to do with his fist?
Exactly.
Not too much on the car. Maybe he might damage the car a bit, but...
Exactly.
It's always a good idea though to have a dash cam just in case. If it wasn't for this woman's dash cam, if the man called the police, they would not know who to believe. However, scammers will often not call the police. That's because they do this as a job and are sometimes known to cops. Running start. This is a pretty funny scammer fail coming from a Chinese city. One morning a man is driving down a busy road. That's when out of nowhere a woman runs up the road towards his car. She does not expect the man to slow down so quickly, but he does. It's quite funny how annoyed this woman visibly is. She marches off as she realizes her scam has failed. Unfortunately for everyone else on the road, this means that she will move on to them. But luckily in China, more than 60% of people have dash cams in their cars. This means it likely will take a while for this woman to find a good victim to scam. Motorbike scammers. Scammers riding motorbikes and mopeds is very common in some countries. A man is driving down a quiet street one night. That's when two guys on a moped speed in front of him and then slow down. They then pretend to get rear-ended. The first guy hops off and his friend tells him to lay down. The shirtless moped driver then gets off his bike. He begins acting very poorly, pretending that he was rear-ended by the driver. His friend lying on the floor seems very confused, like he doesn't really want to be there. Maybe this was his first time scamming. The moped duo were hoping for some free money, but after the driver alerted them that their entire scam had been caught on camera, they quickly moved on. Even if you're caught off guard by these scammers and don't have a dash cam, it may be worth saying that you do. They might believe you and simply move on to the next person. After all, many dash cams are rather small and scammers don't seem to ever notice them. Fake disability. This video comes from the city of Altai in China. He is a professional street beggar, but to gain more sympathy and money, he's
in London at least, not potentially faking a disability or anything, but like they go home to very nice London flats and so like, they've got TVs and all that, and then their job,
I've heard about that fake, but the job is to sit on the
street. Sit on the street, pretend they're homeless and all that, and they make a lot of money than the hard-working people, and they literally just go and beg. It's so out of order because there is people who are begging who potentially need it so bad.
Yeah, so they're missing out because you might think, I've just already given some.
Yeah, it's out of order, this one, out of order.
Got a good scam going. He pretends that he has lost both of his legs. He then moves around asking people for money on a board with wheels. He did this for a long time and was famous in the city. No one knew that his disability was fake until one day it was revealed in front of everyone. He had been riding the bus with someone earlier that day standing up normally. The same man from the bus later recognized him pretending to have a disability to get more money. Instead of just confronting him, he walked over and revealed the man in front of everyone. Using custom-made clothing, he was simply wrapping his legs behind his back. Because the man's legs were wrapped up, he had no choice but to
I think it must be so painful. But that's just awful, isn't it? Like, why would you do that, man?
Himself away in shame. Hopefully he won't be returning to scam people in this city ever again. Thankfully, video of this went viral online, and now many people in China know to avoid this man and other such scammers. Fake homeless scams have been getting more and more popular all over the world.
Yep.
And I recently made an entire video all about that, so check it out if you haven't seen it already. But now it's time to make your voice heard. Comment below, which of these scams did you guys find the most crazy? If you want some more amazing videos, then check out my second channel. But as always, thank you guys for watching. There are some more videos you might like on screen right now.
Let us know if you enjoyed that in the comments. About the crazy one, I feel like it's as old as out of order, aren't we?
Yeah, the last one's the worst, I think, because you're
actually imitating someone.
You're imitating someone with a disability, and then you're actually taking money away from people that genuinely
because you never
do
know
need
if
it,
they do.
You never know.
Yeah, definitely.
So I feel like that's the worst one.
But yeah, awful, isn't it? Smash the like button if you have enjoyed it. For all the scammers out there who have been exposed. And you never know, 5,000 likes, and there's a teensy-wincy possibility all scammers will stop. I doubt it though. But smash that like button anyway, guys, smash the subscribe button, and have a fantastic day. Peace.